does not result in more rabbits arriving at our admission desk. Midnight is an adult male rabbit. He's part lionhead, part dwarf, maybe part mini lop, and is a lovely little bunny. One of the things that we found when Midnight arrived at the shelter was that a common injury for bunnies, because they're kept in caging just like Randy is standing in front of, is if you shut the door suddenly, they can get their leg caught in it. Now, Midnight's injury did not happen here at the shelter, and we actually don't know how it happened. But the veterinarian examined Midnight and determined that it's a typical injury of nerve and tendon damage, perhaps. We didn't take an x-ray, and that's because x-rays show damage to bones. But Midnight does have a right front leg that splays out a little bit to the side. Now, using it's not a problem, and the veterinarian estimates that it may get better with time. But it's going to take a special person willing to understand that Midnight needs to have a lot of traction in the cage and be able to have someone gentle to handle, pick up. And these are things that we'll talk to you about when you come to adopt. And it's a perfect example of a bunny that might come to the shelter that we would have trouble finding a home for. And also, commonly, when people bring us a bunny like Midnight, they'll tell us how nice the bunny is and how they've never had health problems and what a great pet they are. But sometimes we have to consider if that person knows this rabbit well and loves the bunny and no longer wants to take care of the bunny, then consider how hard it is to find someone who doesn't know this bunny who's willing to do all of that and more. Since Midnight does have a health concern, which may not be serious, but many people who want to add a pet to their life want to hedge their bets as best they can by getting the youngest, healthiest, most guaranteed animal possible, and that is certainly their right to do so. But we're very fortunate in Frederick that so many people are willing to come to the shelter first and talk to us about the animals we have available, because very often we can make perfect matches with wonderful animals that are just what the family is looking for. Hopefully for Midnight, someone is looking for just such a bunny.